Hey everybody, it's Eddie Joe on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? There is a ton of news going on. Coinbase's stock has soared over 80% in just a week. That's obviously off the back of Bitcoin, and that's kind of huge as Bitcoin has also bunny hopped silver. That's right, it's bunny hopped silver in terms of how much is being traded and market volume. So that's actually pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing. What else is going on? Bernstein analysts say that you should buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. They're not the first to say it. They're not going to be the last to say it. It's just a growing list, a growing litany of people that are saying you need to buy. You need to buy. I mean, NYDIG, NYDIG, actually came out and said, if you do not buy Bitcoin, you could be facing financial ruin. And let me actually give you the right word that they used yesterday. NYDIG warns investors not owning Bitcoin, quote, not owning Bitcoin could be financial suicide. Yeah. So you're starting to see a growing list of financial advisors start to say, yeah, Bitcoin had better be within your portfolio and as much as you can. I want you to take a step back and I want you to understand what that says to me. If I have a bunch of financial analysts saying that not having Bitcoin could lead to financial suicide, that I should buy as much as I can, and others saying the same, basically the same thing, financial ruin and blah, blah, blah. What does that say about the current financial system? That's the question I have. If everybody's starting to run around and say, if you're not owning Bitcoin, you could be facing financial suicide or financial ruin or destruction, or you're not going to keep pace with everybody else and all these things. What is wrong with the current financial, landscape? I want you to think about something else, and I've been saying this for a little bit now. The United States debt is over $36 trillion. Global debt is expected to hit over $100 trillion by the end of this year. You got, a month and a half left? Then you start to realize, well, what happens when everybody owes everybody money? Yeah, what does happen? Who comes out on top? Because everybody wants to be on top. Then nobody wants to be equal, right? They don't want an equal playing field. They want to be on top. So yeah, I think about that. That's a wake-up call to me. So financial independence, one part of it is obviously have enough so that you don't have to work. The other part is getting away from the financial institutions. I keep as much money in the bank to pay bills because they don't accept crypto yet. See where I'm going with this? So yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm wide awake, very much wide awake. And it's scary. It's scary to think about it like that. I hope people stop and think about, well, how much money am I keeping in the bank? I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. There are a lot of people that are bankless by choice. So if you look at that great number of bankless people, some are bankless because they're underserved, obviously. But then you have a whole bunch of people within that number that are saying, no, I don't trust banks. I don't want to keep my money in a bank. Right? And at first, I'll just keep my money in a mattress. That's dumb too. But then they started realizing, oh, I can buy treasuries directly. I can do what banks do. I can, make my own investments directly. I can do what banks do. You start to realize more and more people are becoming educated about how to invest their money, how to handle their money, how to manage their personal wealth. Right? Now, wealth is a big word. It usually means people with a lot of money, like beyond rich. But your personal wealth, different phrase. So how do you manage your personal wealth? Well, if you learn how to manage your personal wealth, then you can start taking control of your destiny, your financial destiny, that is. So yeah, pay attention, please. Please pay attention. Want to learn more about, about crypto? I have a book on Amazon, Crypto Foundations for Building Multi-Generational Wealth. And I call it Crypto Foundation so that you can actually learn what, build a solid foundation on what you need to know. Like, where did crypto come from? What was the history of crypto? What do these terms mean? What do those terms mean? Things like that. What's DeFi? You start to realize, oh yeah, I don't really know what that is. I hear the word, I don't really know what it is. Like decentralized finance. Oh, okay. No, you don't really get it. That's why I wrote the book. I wrote the book because I was doing my own research. I needed to get educated. And mind you, I've been at this for over a decade. Over a decade. And I needed to learn. So I'm just putting that out there for you. ENS Labs introduces Namechain to enhance decentralized naming systems. That's actually pretty good. Offering improved and secure naming within blockchain ecosystem. That's actually very good. And you start to think about what could you do with that? All kinds of things. Authoritative access, just authorization, just all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Worldcoin sees a price rally. They think it's because of their global expansion. I think it's because every coin is going up because Bitcoin went up. I mean, sure, your global expansion is doing something, but you've always, since day one, you've been on this global expansion thing. So I don't know that I chalk it up to that. Right? Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs reach peak metrics. Yep. Like huge record-breaking inflows. Even for the Ethereum ETFs. It's kind of big. It's kind of big. You're seeing mad money start to pour in, and they're calling it adoption. To me, that's not adoption. That's investment. Adoption is when I can walk into a store, buy my bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, no ketchup, with my Bustelo coffee on the side, and pay with crypto. That's adoption. Somebody asked me the other day, when do I think adoption is going to happen? Actually, I was shooting the show yesterday. By the way, I did shoot the show yesterday. Excuse me, I have a couple of pictures. I posted those on Instagram and things like that. The show will air on November 19th. It's a really good show. Really, really good show. Spoke about Web3, AI. As you know, I'm a member of the Metaverse Standards Forum, so talked pretty nicely about what's going on in the space. It's really nice. Really, really nice. And of course, talked about the, crypto markets and, various coins at various stages, things like that. So you might want to check that out on November 19th. It is Yahoo Finance's Stocks in Translation with Jared Bleicher. It's awesome. It was awesome. It's my second time back. Apparently, there have not been a lot of people that have been invited back more than once. So that's kind of cool. I think it was like less than 5 or something like that. The producer was like rattling it off to me. It's like 5 people, including me. So that was cool. Let's see. Block Dojo. This is actually pretty cool. Block Dojo out in the Philippines basically is helping startups by providing mentorship and other resources. And I'm like, that's dope. That's dope. And obviously for, Web3 startups. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, the world is waking up to all of this. The world is waking up to all this. So I'm hoping that we can get there from here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm getting at. I think it would be a really good idea. What else do we have going on? We've got BitGet relaunching its United Kingdom platform with over 150 tokens. That's a big deal. That was a big deal. I mean, it's a press release. Don't get me wrong. That's clearly a press release, but that's a good press release. BitGet's trying to make moves. So just saying, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. And then you have Decrypt and Hashkey Capital launch Layer East Media at the Thailand Blockchain Week, during the week. And that's actually huge. It's kind of cool. focusing on media coverage and education within blockchain. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool because, you know, my company is already doing it. That's what the Grow My Bag community is all about. But it's nice that they're doing that in the East. That's pretty cool. So hat tip to them. We're just a small media company trying to make it happen. We got some things going on. Don't forget, big baggers, we're going to have a major announcement during our private video conference call on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to know about what I'm going to be talking about, you better become a big bagger, and I'll send you an email, a private email, to our private video conference. And it's big baggers only. Big baggers only. And let's not get it twisted. The term big bagger, when we created it, does not mean how much money you have. It's how much up here. How much of an investor are you? Doesn't mean that you have a lot of money to invest, but it does mean you have a lot of knowledge about investing or want a lot of knowledge about investing. It's not about how rich you are. That's never the question. Over at Grow My Bag, our community is about helping each other grow their bags. Right? So far as I can tell, none of us are loaded. There are a couple of us that are retired. There are a couple of us that are still working. There are a couple of us that are doing well. There are a couple of us that are not doing so well. We represent all facets of who's got what amount of money. But we all have one thing in common. We all just want to help each other grow our bags. That's it. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into numbers. And I didn't put up my watermark. You know, they'll try to steal my videos if I don't put up my watermark. So let's get to it. Let me put that away. Start there. No, we're going to start over there. There you go. So let's start with the top 25 losers on the Grow My Bag crypto tracker. That's the 250. Let's go with the losers. Sorry. Hello. There you go. All right. So for the losers, wow, look at this. We've even got double-digit losers, and the list is all the way. So let's take a look at this. Radium is down 18%. It's got a GMBX factor of 2.64. Who else is down? Dogs and Grass are down 12 and 11% respectively. Grass has a 9.62 GMBX factor. Dogs has a 1.58 GMBX factor. Who else? Caspa. People have been talking about Caspa to me. Down 10%. GMBX factor of 0.48. You know what that was? That was profit taking. In that case, that was profit taking. Eigenlayer down 9%, has a GMBX factor of 0.02, 37% off its all-time high. Sounds like a little bit more profit taking to me. Sats, Ordinals, down 8%, 71% off its all-time high with a 2.43 GMBX factor. Helium, 8% down, 89% off the all-time high, 7.95x off its GMBX factor. Let's see. Celestia down 7%. You know, GMBX factor of 2.96x, 75% off its all-time high. Sui taking a hit on the chin, down to a whole whopping $2.99. Its high was $3.30. So that's the haha. Down 7%, more profit taking, 10%. Okay, 10% off its all-time high. Duh. And it's basically 0.1x. There's a lot of upside to Sui, I can tell you that. Jupiter and Arweave both down 7%. Jupiter has a 0.36 GMBX factor, and Arweave has a 3.86x factor. And I'll tell you, I believe that Arweave can do it. I definitely believe Arweave can do it. Let's see, and I think that's mostly profit taking. If I was up in the middle of the night, I would have been selling at a negative 5.1, waiting for the bottom to show itself to me, buying back in just so I can increase the amount of whatever coin I'm buying and selling, and then riding it on the way back up. Top 25 winners. Look at this. The whole list is winners. That's nuts. Doge is up 36%. It's 0.85x, 47% off its GMBX factor. Uh, Bonk is up 19%, 33% off its all-time high, 0.46x factor. Let's see, who else do we have that I'm paying attention to? Brett. Somebody asked me about Brett the other day. I believe it was VJ that asked me about Brett. Brett's up 14%, only 37% off its all-time high with, actually, I'm sorry, yeah, 37% off its all-time high with a 0.59 GMBX factor. It's going places, it looks like. Render is up 13%, 49% off its all-time high, 0.94x. Yes, I have a bag of Render. I do not have a bag of Brett. Aptos up 11%, 39% off its GMBX factor. I mean, off its all-time high, 2.88x off of its, for its X factor. Sorry about that. Worldcoin, don't care about it really. Just happened to see it in the news and it caught my attention. But Worldcoin is up 11%, not bad, has a GMBX factor of 3.77x. Floki is up 11%, GMBX factor of 0.75x. XRP is even up 10%, 81% off its all-time high. Do I think it can do it? Maybe. I'm still holding a bag. 4.26x, right? Stellar, another one that I like, 9%. Up 9%, 86% off its all-time high, 6.24x. Do I think Stellar can do it? Yes. I think Stellar can do it. Same reason why I think XRP might be able to do it. But I think Stellar can do it. Stellar has a broader outlook to what they have going on. Nero, 9%. Wow, that was a quick change. Bonk, 18. It changes it updates every 10 minutes. So I don't have to think about it. And then I could take a look. Avalanche up 9%, right? GMBX factor 3.17x. Those are some pretty good numbers. I could do some research off of that. Who's trading today? Right? Who's announcing their money today? Home Depot, Shopify, Spotify, Occidental Petroleum. So you have a Rocket Mortgage, Rocket Companies. They're reporting today. Tyson Foods, Kava Group. Let's see, who else do I see in this top list? Let's get one or two more. Mosaic is up. All right, Mara's up, Mara Holdings. So there's some pretty good earnings reports that are coming out today. And then the Fear and Greed Index is at 80. 80. Yeah. DeFi Llama, we're up to 120, almost 121 billion in total value locked. That's kind of a big deal, people. It's kind of a big deal. When you're looking at the big board, everybody starts to go, oh my gosh, look at all these things that are up right now. Doge is at 39, SHIB is at 27, Pepe is at 13. I mean, you just have a lot of choices of where you can get in. Some people ask me, is it too late to get in? Is it too late to get in? No, it's not too late to get in. There aren't that many coins that have actually hit all-time highs. Bitcoin, Sui. There aren't that many coins that have actually hit all-time highs. Everybody else is still striving to get back to their all-time highs. So there's still some run room. Do your research. There's still a lot of run room on a lot of these coins. BNB, BCH, ETH, Doge, SHIB, Pepe. Actually, Pepe, maybe. I have a bag of Pepe, and I'm not going to get rid of it. Might even add to it. VeChain, Litecoin, Aptos, DOT. There's a lot. Cardano. There's a lot out here. Cardano has a hard time at 60 cents. I'm going to be happy when it hits 65. I'll be thrilled. I'll dance the dance of joy. Now, the question for me is, when is Cardano going to hit $1? I said that if we don't have a major dip before Christmas, we're not going to have it until February. And well, I said until after the inauguration. Pay attention, people. Things are afoot. Things are afoot. Look at this. Over here, do you see this? Earlier this morning, not too long ago, Bitcoin hit 85 and change. It hit 85 and change. Right? And if you look over here, you can actually sit and see that Bitcoin's new high is $89,604. 90 grand is around the corner. Once you hit 90, 100,000 is only a heartbeat away. only a heartbeat away. We'll hit 100 by the end of the year. Absolutely. The question is, how deep into the hundreds will we go? 110, 125, 150. Excuse me, some people are saying 150. We'll see. We'll see. Pay attention to this. Look at that. Look at Bitcoin's market cap, 1.755 trillion. Trillion. Yeah. Ethereum up to 400. Right? They basically added Solana's market cap. I told you, don't sleep on Ethereum. Everybody talking about Solana's going to overtake Ethereum. Solana's going to overtake Ethereum. Possibly, but stop acting like Ethereum is asleep. Ethereum squad is not sleeping. They are not sleeping at all. So pay attention, people. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, smash the likes. We've got to grow the community. We need to grow the community so we can, introduce more people to crypto and get them educated about it, because we don't want them being left behind. Anyway, everybody, have a good one. Bye-bye.